Good morning. How's everybody doing? I want to talk a little bit about Tyler Perry. You're a billionaire, okay? Supposedly, you like man, from what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's a fact. I don't know. Okay? If it's true, then that's understandable. I mean, that's your choice. But, I mean, you're a billionaire, and now you're being sued for $260 million for sexual harassment. And the person that's suing you is Derek Dixon. Okay. Now, you made advances toward him from what is being said, and he didn't reciprocate those advances. Um, they were unwanted advances. Okay. Dixon was employed by you as a serious regular on the Tyler Perry show, The Oval. Now, when you at the point of you making that much money, you could have, I'm gonna say, have just about any woman you want, or any man you want, your sexual preference. Okay, you don't have to sit here and sexual harass anybody, uh, or sexual assault anybody. Now, Tyler Perry's been sued for sexual assault in the lawsuit for $260 million. You know, why even go that route when you worth all that money? Even if you're not worth all that money, you still shouldn't do it, period. These black millionaires, you get all this money, and then it seems like you go crazy when you have all this money. And speaking for my people, a lot of us came up broke, um, came up poor, not used to that type of money. So when we get it, we want to flash, just to show that we have it. Uh, Expensive cars, expensive houses, private jets, you know, just to show that we have all that. And in Tyler Perry's case, uh, I'm not going to say that it did or it didn't happen, because this isn't the first time, you know. Like I said, I don't know if it's true or if it isn't true, but obviously something went on. Um, you being accused of it, you being sued. When you have that type of money, a lot of times it's best to try to stay out the way, so these type of things don't happen. But like I say, your sexual preference is your preference. Okay? Um, That old saying, do something strange for a little bit of change. Okay, you have some that will do that, and you have others that won't do that. You know, if if that wasn't Mr. Dixon's way, if he didn't want that, then you shouldn't have came at him like that. If you did, I don't know if you did, if you didn't, but the lawsuit is there. Lawsuit, you're gonna have to fight in court and let the truth come out. You know, if you did, it's wrong. Period. Like I say, I don't know if it's a fact, and I know a lot of people heard of it. A lot of people have seen it on the news. A lot of people have seen it on social media. Whatever you do and you're famous, it's going to be on social media. Whatever you do and you're famous, it's going to be on the news. Period. Now, the whole thing is not to try to push your lifestyle on somebody else that doesn't do the same thing as you do. Period. If you in the community, you know who's all in that community and who isn't. So why put yourself out there like that? I don't judge people by their lifestyle. I don't judge people by the way they live. I can't judge, I don't have that right to judge. Only one person can judge, and that's God. That's it. That's the only person that has the right to judge. But like I say, if it's true, then that's bad, period. Sexual harassment, sexual assault, all that's wrong, period. But like I say, I heard about it. I'm talking a little bit about it. Like I say, Tyler Perry's a millionaire. Well, a billionaire. Excuse me. So, even if you're just a millionaire, you can still have just about any woman or any man you want. Okay? Whatever your lifestyle is, you can live it. There's been a lot of black superstars that openly came out. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's your lifestyle. If you live that way, you live that way. So, like I say, it's, to speak totally against it, which I'm not doing, but you just can't push it off on somebody else. That's the conversation that you should have had between that person to know if they live that way. I just want to talk a little bit about it. You build up a fortune, you come from nothing to something, and now you're in danger of it collapsing behind something that should or shouldn't have happened, period. So, tell me what you think about it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't hesitate to drop that comment in there. Even if you know about it, if you don't know about it, speak up on it. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Peace.